What is going on, guys? Mirko from Tech here, and me and Ethan a while ago were talking about maybe doing a setup video where we do a setup video in January and then we do another one in December to see where we progress or digress in our setup, because things are always changing for me and him, as you know, and probably the same for you. As you know, with most setups, nothing is ever permanent. Things are always changing. You're switching keyboards, mice, headsets, microphones, PC parts, monitors, basically everything. So what I'm going to do for you guys is just give you guys a full 360 on what my setup looks like right now, and then Ethan will give you guys one later on during this week or next week maybe, and then after that in December we're gonna do basically a rerun of this. So guys, let's get right into the video. So guys, basically I'll start this video from going to the left and then all the way over to the right. So starting off over here inside, I have these drawers or closets basically where I house all my boxing stuff and other important stuff. And then going on over here, I have two tripods basically. So this is the main guy that normally I put the camera on. And this guy, what I use for him is whenever I have to focus myself when I sit in here, then I put him on there and then I focus this tip top part, and that's basically how I get my focus. So this guy, I don't know where I got him from. Actually, I got him from a garage sale, but I don't know what kind it is. And him I got for free, but it did not have the headpiece, so I never did use it. So I just used it to focus. Going on to this shelf here, basically there's a lot of garbage, kind of Coke cans, jar for money, clean air, everyone should have that, car stuff, calculus notes I was doing, and then basically, yeah, there's an unboxing knife. I have a couple of CD-ROM games that I have there and a couple different books. So now guys, on to probably the most important part that you guys want to see is the setup itself. So the headphones of my choice are the RGH3300s, which you guys recently saw a review on that. Really good sounding headset. Most of the stuff I will link below. I really enjoy them. Now guys, for my keyboard, it is the Roswell RK9000BR with MX Brown switches. I first purchased this mechanical keyboard back in my freshman year of high school, and now I'm a freshman in college. So as you guys know, I've had this thing for about 4 years. Absolutely nothing wrong with it. This was the best $90 purchase I've ever made for this setup. I absolutely adore this keyboard. It's such a nice keyboard. And then after that, moving on to the mouse. This is a $20 SteelSeries Kinzu V2 mouse that I got off of eBay. I don't know if it's a replica or the real thing, but for $20 I could not pass that up. So recently over here, I had this light bar added. Me and my dad, we added this. It actually adds pretty good lighting to the room. I like it for when I work. This is just kind of like an LED lamp. I actually enjoy it a lot. It's really nice to have in your setup if you can mount it anywhere along the walls. It's something that it's really good to have, and it's really actually inexpensive. Going on to the monitors, this is an LG monitor I bought 4 years ago when I built my PC. Believe it or not, no HDMI ports. I paid like $125 for this thing. And then after that, what I have here is a $100 Spectre monitor, I think it is. I paid $100 for it because I needed a second monitor for when I had my PS3 and I was live streaming and doing game battles, so I bought that, but now I use it for my secondary monitor for my PC. And then, so you guys probably want to know a little bit about my PC. Believe it or not, I built this PC 4 years ago, freshman year, like I was saying before, except I did change some stuff. So the case is the Antec 1100 case. I've had this case for 4 years, 5 years, ever since I built this PC. The only things that are not different about this PC that I haven't changed are the power supply, the SSD, hard drive. Everything else has been switched out through the years. This power supply is the Corsair TX650M full modular power supply, I believe. I bought this 4 years ago, guys. Corsair, #1 in power supplies for sure. Definitely go with them if you guys are looking towards power supplies. I know I talk about the EVGA stuff, but if you have the extra money, go for the quality that Corsair brings you. Going on, you guys saw me a while back. I did the unboxing of my RAM, motherboard, and CPU. i7-6700K, Gigabyte Z170X Gaming 7 motherboard, G-Skill Ripjaws 5 Series 16GB DDR4 memory. I think it's clocked out 2133 megahertz, and then a GTX 970. Some people might ask me, why don't you go with the 1060, the 1070? Well, as you guys can see, I'm still on 1080p. Both of these are 1080p monitors, so I have real no reason to upgrade to a 970. And then within here I recently added another hard drive. So previously I was gonna go with a 1TB SSD. Then I have a 1TB mechanical and a 128GB SSD. But then I realized that, well, I don't have enough programs and stuff, and if I'm just gonna load games that I barely play on a 1TB SSD, it's really not worth it. So what I did is I bought a Western Digital Blue drive, and then I originally, believe it or not, I was all for Windows 7. I believed in Windows 7 for all my heart, and what I did was I downloaded Windows 10 through my school app, and then after that I deleted both of my partitions. I loaded Windows 10 onto my SSD here. I was all for Windows 7, and then after that what I did was, when I got my Western Digital Blue, I decided to delete both of my partitions, load Windows 10 fresh on the Samsung 840 EVO, really good read and write speed. So I have my OS sitting on there, and then basically I have one hard drive specifically for productivity and other stuff, and then games. I have like 50 games on my Steam library. I haven't downloaded them all yet, thanks to Comcast data caps. And then lastly, guys, for the PC, you know, optical drive, make fun of me all you want, but honestly, I burned 3 different windows on the CD through my school using this optical drive. So hey, all you want on the optical drive, it does definitely still come useful. So coming up to here, as you guys see, I have my blue Snowball Ice, the pop filter sitting in there, but when I don't use it, I just kind of keep the blue Snowball up here. Really nice microphone. I do have a review and unboxing coming for this for sure. Sorry if my voice cracked. It's 8:46 in the morning and I have to leave for university soon, first day back. But yeah, guys, blue Snowball Ice, definitely a good microphone to get. You guys will see a full review on that soon. And then for my my device for external hard drive space and transferability, I have the Western Digital My Passport Ultra. If I could look back at it now, I would not buy this. I would buy an SSD and buy an enclosure for it. That's just my opinion. It definitely does run slow. I remember reading on Best Buy, it said somewhere between 300 to 400 read and write speed. I get about 120 to maybe 200 if I'm lucky, and that's plugging all the way in the back over here. Next, going on to cable management, as you can see, there was something called cable management, pretty bad, and then it kind of just goes to a disaster over here. I have to fix this. With this router, with this RJ25 box, or RJ45 over there, what we did was we mounted that over there and we had to cut a new box into it, and we routed it all the way downstairs and we put a new router over there. So that was something that we had to do, and as you see, the cables are everywhere. Going over to the right side where I do most of my school stuff is, guys, if you guys don't have a scented candle, for sure get one. This steps up your setup by 10 points. This is for sure a necessity if you want to step up your setup. Definitely get one of those, the best investments, honestly. Going on over to here, as we see, this is a really just cheapo HP monitor. I got this for free because this is where I do all my schoolwork. Taking computer science at Portland State University. So what they have us do is they have us code on Linux on Vim, Emacs, or Nano, or Pico. And this here is a machine that I built. Basically what I had with all my old components. So this is a FX8350, 8GB of RAM, 50GB SSD, which I have my Linux loaded onto it. And I have a really cheap, I think it's a GTX 600 graphics card, because I had no onboard video onto my motherboard, so I had to get this. But basically this is where I do all my coding. It's running Ubuntu 16.0.4, mainly C++. And then going over to here, I have my Logitech keyboard. This is where I do all the coding keyboard stuff. A lot of hours spent on this computer, guys. Computer science is really something really hard. C++ is definitely a hard language to learn, but it's a great language to learn. And then going on over here, cable management. Like I said before, there was, well, actually it's better than what it was before, but I need to buy a cable sleeve. Going on over here, this is a Belkin. I believe this is a generator. I got this for my internship, and what it is basically is you hook up your most 4 important PC things. So whenever you have a power outage, sorry, you have time to turn off all your stuff. It gives you about 30 minutes on the battery life, so that's something nice to have. I got it for free. Normally those things are really expensive. And then now you guys are probably wondering what is sitting on this wood stand stand rack or whatever. This is a HP, I believe this is a DL380G6 server. This guy I got from my internship as well. This is rocking, I believe, 300s or 900 drives, dual Xeons, 256 gigabytes of RAM. So this guy is pretty good. This is where I do all my server work stuff through my internship, any other business related stuff that I do. This is running Ubuntu server, I believe 16.0.12 or whatever the newest one is. Actually, this is a dual boot, so, and then I'm running that, and then after that, whatever my OS is for the company OS, they have a special OS that they make and program that goes onto there too. So that's where I do whatever I have to do for my internship stuff. This thing is probably at least 80 pounds, but it is really powerful and explains why some of these things, this is a 2U server, so it is about a $4,000 server, but luckily through my internship, I was able to get it for free. And then after that, going on here, this is my SD card reader that I was importing some videos on here that I will be editing between classes. And this is my Acer Aspire laptop that I did do the unboxing and review of. And then lastly, going over to here, I have a garbage can for stuff, backpack, and then a mess of cables and stuff that are in there. You probably can't see it. It is actually snowing and icy. It is actually snowing and icy over here, so I have to drive safe before going over to school. So guys, that's basically it for the setup video. Like I was saying before, me and Ethan will do one in January, and then we'll do one in December to see what changes. For my goals for the setup is maybe get a new keyboard and mouse. I want to sell both of the monitors that I showed you guys, and I want to get a 27-inch single monitor. Maybe get a different PC case. Maybe upgrade my graphics card. If I'm on still 1080p, there's no reason for me to go from the 970 because it does the job just fine. And maybe get a new PC chair because my PC chair is beat up. So yeah guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I know I saw someone request it and me and Ethan were thinking it'd be a good idea. Maybe towards the beginning of the year do one since it is a new year. And then after that we can do one towards December to see what changes have been made in our setup. But guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please leave a like below, comment and subscribe. Tell us what other content you guys want to see. And again, thanks guys for the support and I hope you guys have a good new year.